ready to go here. We are live, guys, as well. Later on, we're going to have a special guest appearance from somebody that vintage viewers of this will know, but we'll save that for later. Right now, I've got Josh with me. He's the duck. There they are. That means they're up in the sky. They're in the capsulas right now.
Gonna hopefully join them. Hopefully, as long as things go well here. By the way, haven't done this in a while. Spectator mode just got added back for. I don't know. It might be for everyone. It might be just for certain people. I don't know. I supposedly applied for a whitelist. It could be for everyone. If it is, chill. If not, we're abusing it. We're taking advantage of it. We're gonna have like the all-star viewing experience. Look at this already. We get to look at this. This is great. We're already in it.
Do you remember how to use this, Josh? This is gonna be.
On. That's good. Okay, we gotta wait for auto spectator to start back up, but it'll be there soon. We'll take a look at the map though, because that's what we can definitely do.
We can look at the map and look at this little spread we've got going on, everyone. That's a nice little spread here. Obviously, we've got luxury that we were following. The camera went straight to aimbot there. Fighting down on Team 20. Oh no, that Mayshell didn't really have much of a chance here. He's got an AK on drop and an M4. Very good weapons here. And Mohawk's trying to get away when there's going to be two left of them. Are they going to be able to do it though here, Joshua? It looks like they're going to chase them out of here. I was expecting nothing less from aimbot.
in general has a lot of mobility, so typically when you have a Senil, you're usually trying to close that distance and catch up, especially when you get damage on kills like that. So you can kind of see the Morgan from their team completely disengaged because of how things went in that fight. But we'll get to take a look at the map. We can kind of see the upper side of zone right now is where blue zone is, but there was only two teams that kind of landed there. Team 17 seeming to be the dominant team in this situation. A lot of teams in lab and in the command HQ area, but in general the spread's pretty quite a nice distribution. Definitely a lot of fighting going on right now.
You're going to have to keep an eye on that team number 5 and I think it's 6 at the top there. Oh, this the auto spectator started and taking us right back to those fights there.
Oh, no.
Just to answer your question there, Myru, I do see you in the chat. Yes, this is spectator mode, and we don't know if we've been whitelisted or if everyone's got this. So, people, if you run your own custom rooms, you'll have to have a check in there, make a custom room, see if you've got that spectate mode. If not, it's a little special thing that we've got at the moment. I'm YouTube Freddy, has not been in the lobby quite yet. Maybe we will see him pop up there.
Hopefully. It's just kind of nice to have the spectator back. It just feels like something that's been gone for so long. We see Hugo just flying in from the sky there. Must have got respawned or something there, just dropping right on in.
You're going to have to give us a really vivid description there, Josh. We've just lost your feed on here. Oh. It's come back on now. We're all good. Okay, there we go. We got it back.
Maybe I chat. I might have clicked chat. I'm gonna blame it on clicking chat.
Okay, might be because of the chat. We'll keep an eye on that. Ooh, if we got it, relax. Shoot somebody in the back. I've got to say, if we just want to talk about this hood here. I'm really enjoying the clarity on the map here, where we can see icons a hell of a lot easier. And it looks like Relax has got no problems with his sight either, as that gets him in the sights and he's straight down.
Great in general aggression. When you see those respawners going out there, it's usually a pretty safe chance to close at least a lot of distance. But once the res gets off there, typically they're going to be running in a somewhat straight line, getting away from there. So if you can get a nice beam on them there, it's usually a pretty good opportunity. We see Team 10 and Team 18 here. I think it's just a 1v1 here, but they're both deciding, let's just chill out a little bit here. This is looking a little overwhelming. And they've both kind of gone their separate ways, it looks.
Looks almost like a Mexican standoff here. Are we going to see any more fire come in this direction?
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. From behind. Luxury are in tow with, they've got Magpus on their team now as well, and this is an absolute diabolical team composition to be looking out for.
No.
Was he just standing there then as well, McCulloch?
No, he was going for a res. There's actually a second body there, but did not have time for that one there. Got the push in there, took out, I believe it was a player named Michael, and then the second player there, unfortunately, getting taken down. We see Gogulite here, a teammate of ours, going into an aggression with MYNX. This is a LATAM team here. It's 1 HP versus 1 HP, but the spray from the AK connects just enough right there. And we see Relax and Exile likely going to try to close that distance and hopefully get Gogulite back into this match.
They are going straight for Itachi now, and it's a brilliant time for them to do it. He's very low on health. Attempts to run inside. The Mag Relax has got those jetpacks, though. Gets himself on top of the roof, but he'll be healing inside there. Seeker we move over to relatively quickly, and Chaos going down. Throws out his ultimate a little late there, I would have said, but got the job done.
Oh, another ultimate coming in, though. We see the ult coming in from the sky there from Bo. Trying to disengage. It's Team 14. We got Bowls and Balls, actually, so kind of a little funny there. Bowls and Balls the player.
Muna Black, a team that, well, I think that's a LATAM player, if I'm not mistaken. Seeker, right. Does get shot down out of the sky, though.
It's kind of nice doing these earlier times. We're definitely going to see a lot more participation from LATAM, just a little bit more convenient timing. So good to see. We see Sia here, potentially going to get ambushed here in a sec.
Seeing Sia comes down the EMP. He wasn't expecting that. Was he going to be able to pull it back? Sia's Chief got to go down, but behind him is Eric. We're going to get XXLX stays in that EMP, just hoping that he's going to rush him. He's going to be wise, though, and he's going to get around the back, and now SXLX has got a box to loot.
Very good to play patient when you have your ultimate like that there. You saw him just stay in it. A lot of the reason for that is because you can kind of play around it a little bit, and the actual central orb, it will tank a little bit of damage for you. So if you're using it and you're positioning around it right, you can actually take a pretty great advantage, especially since they'll be without abilities or other utility.
Yeah, it definitely is. And we've still got people in chat wanting to see that YouTube Freddy action. If you're out there, YouTube Freddy, get yourself in the next lobby. But here, yes. And everyone in chat needs you. But Itachi here, it finally gets caught by XLLX and MYNX. That's a mouthful. A lot of X's in one sentence. Jitaro getting headbutted. By the dragon.
It's really interesting to see people, the different team comps players are using these days. Obviously in terms of rank, you don't really see a whole lot of Momoy or Cypher, but obviously these are some of the characters that kind of have been more recently displayed as, I guess not necessarily Momoy, but Cypher as one of the makeover characters that got added in today's patch.
Yeah, she's supposed to be getting her full makeover, isn't she? Relatively soon.
Yeah, I believe in January, most likely, probably around the middle of the month there.
I mean, we can speculate on that a little bit. There's been a little bit of an announcement on the Farlight front as to what they're going to be doing, and from the safety of the zone, we see Shusu 4,400K.
Still a little bit risky. Going for this damage here. If they take a little bit too much damage there, especially with even though they're taking just a little bit of damage there in zone, it could be enough. Staying right on the edge there, trying to get as much information on this rotate as possible. There's actually two players around them. One of them is a teammate, but the other person on the hill there could have been a threat potentially.
It's Luxury. There was the other team on the other side of that pincer. There we go. It's going to be Luxury who waits for them to make that rotation into the zone. They're probably going to be just getting pipped off a little.
There's also a Team 9 player there as well on the bridge above. I think we can, just barely see their HP bar on the top there. It's starting out, though, with Luxury. Great shots with that Thunder DMR.
Just waiting straight for it, and we had the beautiful foliage there first that we didn't actually see how that fully went down, but aimbot. 6 kills. I told you this guy's a menace.
10 kills to their team already. Playing pretty split right now. We see Lace going in for some kills on Ryan here. Ryan getting taken down to half white HP, using that Ember Spade to try to get some space between them, using the Ember ultimate as well. But unfortunate, so familiar with the Ember ultimate, Lace taking out that player.
He knew exactly what to do. Don't move where your crosshair is. Most people, when they're panicking like that, are going to run in a straight line, so you can keep and just track where you thought that they were going. And Lays, that was brilliant masterclass on how to combat that Ember ultimate.
Yep, absolutely. We see Team 3 here getting pushed up on here by Team 1. Lace obviously playing pretty aggressive here, probably going to try to get close to use that Ember ultimate and cause a little bit of chaos. Team 3 is quite split, and Deadpool just got hit for a lot of damage.
He's not going to get away. Lace was right there to follow that up with the M4 assault rifle, and that Ember ultimate doesn't have to come out yet. And look, they've been so aggressive in this lobby because they know they're so confident there, and the Mayshell goes down. Dr. Strone straight afterwards as well. The tactical coming out a little too late and really didn't do much.
Flew in from the sky. It was absolutely perfect. The ultimate just going in right in there, causing just enough disruption to slow them down and closing that distance. You see, obviously, Luxury, a team that's so capable of that and getting right in there.
This is something that I've enjoyed about being in this this patch yourself, is just how fast you can move around the map now, and that's, you said, Luxury, brilliant at that, and they're coming up straight behind Sia, who don't look like they're even equipped for anything there. We've got Eric's shield is gone now. There.
A little bit of delay here coming in from that ultimate, but it does look like Sia's first player going to get taken down, and Chief also getting caught a little bit with their pants down, unfortunately, there it seems.
Yep, showing exactly why moving that fast can be so effective, catching them out in the open. And Pofek catches Angel Michael out in the open too. Knows exactly that you're there, Michael. You might want to move. And dies.
I'm starting to think that maybe Chief from Sia there was maybe trying to drop some loot over to his teammate, or something along that line. That's kind of like one of the few things that would make the most sense. We can see that Gogula managed to make it back into this game. Relax and Exile's teammates driving in a car. They found a player from Team 2, and they've already gotten a great deal of damage done to him. Yeah,
he was... didn't really see what happened, but it looked like he was pretty much in the middle of them. They've got Team 15 to the left of them. It looks like they're moving in that direction. 15 trying to get in behind. Gogula leading the charge. Relaxing everyone.
Exile.
Yeah, there's Exile.
Running the classic skin. One that I'm very familiar with, representing. So hopefully trying to do the duck side, detective duck side proud. It's great to see.
It's great to see. You do love to see it. And I'm gonna say that is that 13 teams up there. And we got
13 players left.
13 players, sorry.
I think there's a little bit of an issue with how the final 10 work, because it just shows 10 for the last and then 13 players. But I think we probably have about like, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Actually, we can do this. Tab. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
4 teams left.
4 teams left. Luxury on the edge. Exile. And Relax, that would be Team 19. And we have Gogula on there. Shield gets cracked. You heard that go. Relax might be panicking now. Might be a name change for him here as he gets that shield back up. Exile doesn't look like he's got a med kit.
Oh, this is a great start. SXLX actually has done a great job in this game here to at least cause a lot of just disruption for a lot of teams here. Managing to take out the player from Magpus there. Not really something we would normally expect to see at this point in the game. Almost a great surprise. We hear Buzzy come out to relocate that player there, but it looks like Lace is going to come up behind and finish off SXLX.
Oh, he just took too long to heal there. And Lace is going to punish you for doing that. He's got team number 9 there. His hopes. A lot of players we've got in this lobby here sitting still and not really moving when they've been spotted, but Luxury are going to make short work of you if you do that in here, guys.
Yeah, and that's going to be 3 players left alive here. We're going to have to actually take a look here. Yeah, we've got 2 full lineups left alive here. One with 8 kills, one with 23. Luxury and Magpus doing a great job securing so much utility and kills in this lobby here. We're gonna have to actually see if they can manage to overcome. It seems like the last team is Exile, Gogulet, and Relax here. They've done a great job as well to pressure a lot of teams. So I think it'll be a great showdown in the final last end here. Trying to get an Arbiter sniper rifle or something along those lines from the shop.
And that's not what you want Aimbot to have his hands on. Looks like Lace going to push the charge first. And here we have Relax on the top. That Ember ultimate coming out. It's going to blind Relax and Exile, who have to push back. Exile the first to go down. Relax looks like they may be short to follow. Relax on the ground. Aimbot's in this site. So now it's down to Gogulet alone. He runs away though. And this all three fire comes down on Gogulet. Unfortunately, that's the end of that team. And the end of game one, guys.
That's how it goes. I mean, in general, fights can be so quick. If you get a little bit of damage, you can just kind of just continue and steamroll off of that. And obviously, that's kind of what happened in this situation. Obviously, a great showing from Luxury and Magpus there. Just coming off of the finals of EU, so I'm sure very warm, very ready to play. So for a lot of these players, also coming in against that, it's got to be a little bit intimidating.
Very warm, very, as we said, just pushing on everybody. I mentioned it in the game there, but I was just interested to see how many players were not really moving when they were in their sights either, and they can just shred straight through you if you stand still. Did they win that last Legend Scrims event that we just had, or was it?
Thinking, I would be surprised if they did. It does seem that way. I don't really see them losing. They're pretty talented. And I know we got third. So who else was in there? There was us. Man, I can't remember it. And I am like so quick to lose things in my mind these days, but that's how it goes. Either way, great game to watch there.
Well, look at it having this screen back. This is a blast from the past, isn't it, Josh? Having the actual scores coming up at the end here.
It's kind of just great to see. It's just one of those things that we haven't seen in so long, and it just feels so nice to have access to spectator mode. Obviously, we're unsure if everyone else has access to this right now. So obviously, if you get a chance, and you're hosting your own custom lobby there, check if you've got spectator slots. It might just be something whitelisted for creators. I know that as how we applied for it, there was a Google spreadsheet or Google form that we had to fill out to get this, and that's what we're thinking why we got it. Could, if it came back to everyone, even better, but it is just for custom games. It's not for the tournament lobbies right now, so unfortunately for like in-game tournaments, it does not mean that we're going to be able to cast those yet, but we do have at least the option for custom games, because obviously very much miss this, and we got a great showing in game one. Obviously Luxury doing a great job, getting a total of, how many kills is that? That's like 26. Gosh,
yes,
great start.
Yeah. And with obviously their aimbot leading the charge on those kills and the damage output. And there's in second there, we've got your team member Gogulet, Exile, who seems to be perpetually on the game. So, of course, he's going to be coming in second. I'm not aware of Relax. Is that a new name to you?
No, I believe Relax used to play quite a while ago. I remember seeing at least a Relax that used to play earlier in the history of the game, and it was a mobile player as well. So I wouldn't be too surprised if it's somebody familiar at the end of the day. But a couple kind of other standouts here. We saw SXLX there doing a great job in terms of taking out quite a few higher level players, and then we also saw MYNX, a LATAM team there, Jotaro Itachi, team a couple players we haven't really seen in a while at all. I'd say.
Yeah, Kata is rank, so I'm guessing is that like a rank X, like a rank 9 type of deal going on there. We've also got Van Helsing up in there. They came in third despite not getting any kills, but maybe it's because he wasn't fighting monsters. Who knows? We've got Sia down there in eighth.
Yep.
As well. Another LATAM. It's good to see you guys all in here
North
and still
America.
playing. Oh, yeah, North America. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's good to see you guys in
Bowles,
here.
another player that we've kind of seen before. All in all, just great to see players turning up, kind of get some action in here. Obviously, there's always a good chance that they might decide to do some sort of events or something like that for Christmas. I know they did last year, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they did at some point for this year. Obviously, we still got till the end of the month to see how that goes. We got a little bit of a Christmas update for for this season, which is kind of nice. Something that we didn't really expect. I think around the 14th they're going to be doing a Christmas event game, so always good to be able to grind that. I know that's going to probably be the end of the. I think it ends the Lingbo event, and it starts with that one. So, kind of a nice kind of sort of transition into another Farlight event.
Yeah,
But
Christmas
I think we're gonna get our
stuff going on. What's that? Sorry, Josh.
But in general, it's just nice to see that they've got a actual more so suitable sized update for a hotfix. Like this is probably one of the first one we've seen that's been more than just kind of a couple few changes here. So it's kind of nice to see them go a little bit extra. Because I mean, I know a lot of people were kind of worried that they weren't going to do anything at all for Christmas. So kind of more similar to kind of how Halloween went. We were kind of a little bit disappointed, I'd say.
Yeah, with the Halloween, they didn't really do too much for it the prior year, other than the skins that weren't even around the Halloween time. But yeah, they're with that Christmassy stuff coming. That's what you want to hear. That's what you expect from these Christmas holidays, and people are expecting those things to be in the game. So to hear that there probably will be something that's coming, that's positive.
No, definitely agreed. I think with that, we are going to take a quick break because we're going to get the next lobby ready and going. Feel free to, transition this however you like, but yeah.
Yep, you heard it, everyone. So if anyone saw a few people asking how do I get involved in this lobby, it's very, very easy. You're going to want to go into your game, go to the custom tab, and you're going to want to join the custom room. It's going to be the Legend Scrims room, and the password will be 11111. How can you forget it? So that game's going to be starting up in a little while. We'll just take a little breather ourselves here, and I just actually realized that the surprise is actually on screen right now on the stream. So if anyone knows why there's a teddy bear behind that desk, well, the surprise that is going to be coming up. But we'll be back in just a little minute.
Roger.
We're back here, and that didn't look like chat had who our special guest was there, Joshua. I heard someone say a gummy bear, but he is here.
It's a gummy bear! I knew it! I knew it!
I mean, it looks a little too angry to be a gummy bear, but I'll let it slide.
Oh, he
this time.
took offense to that. Oh, dear.
I don't have Jesus Josh and his pretty hair on my shoulder this time, so it's a far cry better than past experiences with Josh on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get this auto spectator going here soon. Hopefully soon. But for now, we'll start looking at the map.
We will start looking at
Very right-sided. Would you agree? Oh, but I mean, probably the path
Very-
must have been like down the right completely.
Looks like it, and it's only going to be 12 that's venturing over to that side there, the auto
Good to see you
spectator
again.
site, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You were exactly right. So, chat, listen to any predictions from Josh. You can see he's on it. Pew Pew's in the chat. Twitch is in the
Big fan of
chat.
that guy.
We've got Musical in the chat. Stub is still here.
Hey, we got all the homies.
Everyone's chilling.
and I'm talking about homies. Gogulate starting off strong there.
Absolute hot
Got an
drop
invader
here,
too.
Joshua. See ya. Can see him, Gogula.
Excellent
Oh,
savior.
saves himself with the incendiary, and he's healing up a little bit there too. Comes back out for more action though. He's got himself an assault rifle going over though to Wind Valley, where it all seems to be going down too.
Oh man, doesn't it? We saw a great opening there from, I believe it's Exile, Surge, and Gogulate. They're doing their best just to stay alive there. We're moving over to Julio now here, in a chaotic fight here. But once again, we're moving on over. Just the whole map there. I mean, with those right-sided, or at least when the zone is very much sided one side, you get a lot of congestion. And obviously this time, we're seeing the results of it.
See, guys, if you don't know what full lobbies feel and play like in this game, because I see a lot of you complaining, get yourselves in here. Absolute insanity on here. We got the first drops of the game. We can see, what is that, 5 teams in that compressed area right there?
Talk about a compressed area and 5 teams.
Just want to point out there, that's crazy how the zone shifted completely away from every single team on the right-hand side there. And what a little three-piece by Google it at the beginning, just to point that out. A little late.
That's so crazy to see how far away the zone is. That's just brutal. Every single team gonna have to rotate to the right side of zone. We're talking about it being congested right now. Yeah. Think of it
That
later.
move round. It's going to be a very fiery game here, Joshua. So let's try and get like a candle on what players we've got in here. We've got Badar. He takes down Jamila. Some of these games without the... I see a pattern emerging here. That there's the people without the clan tags are often the first ones to go down. Sort of lambs to the slaughter is what I'm seeing.
It does sort of seem that way in general. I mean, once you've kind of at least committed to finding a clan, you're probably at least a little bit more serious about the game there. But obviously, when it comes down to Showdown between 2 players in a clan, you can never really expect it to go. Both of them kind of doing a little bit of a merry-go-round there.
Yeah,
The dance off there, just to be shot by the person running around the corner, his teammate to come around the corner and steal the kill from him after all that dancing. Can you imagine?
Right? Talk about making noise.
Musical in chat saying it's like the Hunger Games. Yes, it is. It's very brutal in here. See yous, Eric. We saw him last game, Josh, and there we go. Gets his first kill of the game. Eric 28. Look at this map.
Looking at that map, that's just intense. It's gonna be crazy as we get later into this game here. We can kind of see that. Yeah, it looks like Chief here fighting another player here. Smoke Dog getting taken out. Not really standing a chance there. The Vector getting used to quickly spray down that player.
Not what we usually used to see him with. A Maggie was moving very stunted. No jetpack movement from her.
Oh, walked right over to another player there. Spirit with such low HP, managing to turn it around there. I believe there was like full white HP and then like 2 bars. So to turn that around with that minimal HP is think that was almost like no damage traded back.
Hugh Peepo's
Pretty
gotta be kicking himself after that one. This is teammates coming in, and no, we got
Nope.
this is 3 different teams. They're 4 different teams. Jamila on the outside there, each with 1 player. We've got a Meisha, the Spirit as the Maggie, and we've got Danny inside. What looks like a Momoy.
Talk about a situation you don't really expect to see there. All solos, everyone trying to do their best to try to, I guess, maybe either revive their team or just control that building. But we move over to Sia there, managing to take out 1 player already. They're going to be pushing into a Dragon Warrior, I believe, yeah. And also 1 other player pushing in there already. We see a Lucinda coming out, and an Ember getting taken down.
Dino daft dash didn't dash fast enough, and Spirits he must have got a buzzy there. That's that same Ember that got taken down before, and Spirit says I'll do you for 2 and has to run away into the building to get away from the incoming fire from Jamila, who's running from the outside now. Gets the shield back up, and we can see his teammates coming in too. Jamila might want to look behind her. Zul is there too. Ultima comes out. Jamila gets shot in the back. Jamila says, no, I'm a formidable. Lucinda myself throws down the Lucy bomb, but just get knocked. Vienna just tried to come out to get him, but it's not going to work.
Yeah,
Look at this, Ember's
there.
back up again.
Say good awareness. That's not good awareness there for the Sienna. It's kind of really going to show kind of how the zone pulls really brought this to be an integral hotspot in this match here. It's not even in zone yet, but it's just one of those places where you've almost got to approach. And so anyone who's kind of got control of it's going to be kind of the king of the castle right now.
And talking of king of the castle, it's a good spot to be in when you've got, look, we got team 20 coming in from the side. We've got team 10 coming in from, because it looks very compressed little area. Okay, we've got team 13 writhing around. We've got team 20 coming in. We've got a fight on our hands, but we'll move over to Sia, who are at Nova Bazaar.
Moving right on into it though, we see Sia gonna have to do everything they can push this one forward. Gonna be Daily gonna get taken out here. Mobile action there. Sia is definitely one of the top mobile groups right now, so it's great to see them play.
We're seeing a lot of Spirit in this game. He's doing well to maneuver with the jetpacks. Oh, gets shot in the back just as I say that though. Didn't maneuver quite fast enough. It looks like frustration.
Yeah, Spirit not too happy with the results here. Once again, look at all these players in zone fighting right now because they absolutely have to. This flight path almost just devastating the lobby here in itself.
This small area that they all have to come through. They've all chose this same area. It's I think it's the mountain there, that choke point that's making them all come down here. Come in through, and the zone moves in. We've got some still in zone there. We've got team number 11. Look, here comes the fire.
It's kind of cool to see though, especially when you look at the map. Kind of like obviously the more top teams, they've already figured out their positioning. They've already gotten themselves to zone, and they're on the other side of zone. So obviously you can kind of tell that there's at least a clear sort of indication of what you're supposed to be doing at this point of the game. Unfortunately, it's looking that Luxury and We Stay Hard White might have gotten to a little bit of engagement over there. So
interesting that you said that. It's
ND99 live.
There we go, Luxury. We move over just as they take out. They've swapped out the Magpus player for Mighty there. It's just as devastating, and we will see a lot more kills from them coming up. Will anyone be able to stop them though, Josh? Maybe they're in this lobby. Maybe YouTube Freddy is in this lobby somewhere. We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, there's still 16 players left alive. Still standing in between them and the victory, so there's still a chance that anyone else could come out on top here. We see obviously a pretty stacked lineup here. They've swapped out the marksman here for ID, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can complete another game here. We see Mario and Alina getting into it as well.
Pops out of the dragon and says goodbye. Lovely. Not seen many Lingbos actually. It's interestingly being played in these lobbies, have we?
No, it does sort of seem to be a little bit more niche. In general, I definitely have kind of found that when you find a Lingbo in Dragon form, there's just such a big AoE in terms of hitting that player. We get to see Luxury here, so making sure that this team potentially can't res here, completely focused in on this res here. we saw from Team 12. Looking like they're going to get everyone back up, but we're going to lose their life in exchange there.
And then they'll just wait for these captures to come down. He's going to get shot out of the sky, nearly. He's going to end his life as soon as he gets down. There he goes, one of them. Kitami goes down. One managing to escape, I think, over the hillside. But they'll want to be chasing that. But we've got another team in the distance. Looks like they've spotted.
Absolutely hunted down there. That's kind of what you got to do in these lobbies there. You see these teams res. I mean, you can kind of almost look at it like it's 3 free kills there. Obviously, when you're in luxury situation, you've got 2 gold shields, you've got a purple shield. You're going to be at a huge advantage in almost every single situation. And now you're going to see them rotate on towards Nova here and potentially get even more action if I'm right.
You've been right in the past, so I'd bank on you being right there. Sad Boys for Life takes down Dragon's Warrior, and it continues the trend of the clanless players being annihilated first off. Luxury so smooth with it, says Pew. As we go to Diam Dash, it's another of the clanless players getting shot in the back. He's going to escape. He's down to tiny little slither of health. But look, Luxury are on the podium in the middle. You don't want to go that way. Looks like he's going to go for his teammate. Is this going to be enough to stop Luxury? Is it? Oh, he runs past his teammate. Probably a better thing to have done. Chief right on his back. Looks like he's got him.
Oh, he's been seen. You saw it. As soon as he saw the sliver, his gun came instantly up there.
Bangs down the door with a kick and takes down with an AK-77 fire. Oh, lovely.
Great job.
Fixing for a Nova Luxury Bazaar extravaganza here as Sia and Luxury are going to butt heads here sooner than later.
He said sooner than later. It started right away there. Oh, invisible! I didn't even notice. Coming out of nowhere there. Sad Boys for Life. Surprising ID there. Getting some great damage out there with the eliminated shotgun. Getting his reload. Lace getting taken down to 1 HP. That was enough. It's going to be down to Sad Boys to do something there. Aimbot coming in behind, finishing him off there.
Sad Boys chat. Shed a tear for Sad Boys. We're all going to be sad, but no stop for Luxury as they go on to team number 10. Shooting down there, Maggie. And then we have Aimbot, who's just left there to just res his 2 teammates who were actually taken down. And Sia's Chief, another one who's been he's busy on his own. The last one left, he was on our Sad Boys team. Launches himself out there with the squeaky and comes back up behind them. Or is it launches a Zephy? Keep them at bay.
Yeah, exactly. Hold them off just a little bit there. Try to get some distance between you. Obviously, just a solo right now. We saw Sad Boys for Life and his other teammate got taken out there, so not what they're hoping for, but gonna try to get to a respawn device there and get his teammates back in there. Obviously, Maggie is a character that can kind of close or escape quite easily, so obviously kind of something you have to focus on pretty heavily there. But I mean, Sad Boys for Life having a great showing in this match. Almost took out honestly the team that we'd kind of expect to win this lobby.
Yeah, with that stealth play coming out of nowhere, we didn't even know he was there ourselves. And then Dragon's Warrior, unfortunately, getting tied up with that sonic wave coming out. It's IT
I was
showing.
honestly so surprised.
Oh, they've just come back in. There we go. Bang, bang, bang.
That's,
there we go.
One of the few players left without a clan tag, as you were mentioning. They're kind of the first players to go down first. We've got 9 players left in this lobby, I believe. And it's going to be 3 of them getting hunted down here as Team 10. The zone starts pushing in here. They're going to be, needing a little bit more time, I feel, on their side.
Oh, we see Sadstock get a great grenade coming across. He's going to chase him in. He's having trouble to find him. Bo was standing still, though. Thought he had sights on one of the players, but he wasn't checking his flanks. Sad Soul. Is he a relative of Sad Boys for Life? We don't know, but then goes down to Maggie. They're just clearing up the lobby. It's Aimbot. He's running around in this little circle. He's just got... And Lays is already on the charge, and he's going in the direction of Sia, it seems.
Does seem like they're going to try to get into this right away here. This could honestly be a little bit risky here if they end up getting caught out by Team 6 here. Team 6, definitely a team you don't really want to mess with regardless of the situation. We saw Sad Boys for Life pulling off something earlier and could try to do something like that again. And Team 20 is still a player left as well. As a solo, might try to go for some reses, but I think for now, just trying to stay alive and get that second place.
Chiefs, the shield is gone. Has to hide in the smoke. Sad Boys for Life also gets away. Eric is in the brunt of the fire, and the fire comes down from the top. Eric's shield is gone now too. Chief down low, and Luxury, they're not scared, Joshua, because they won last game, and so they're going to jump on top, all on top of them. And Sad Boys for Life goes down yet again. And Chief tries to follow his tracks with a Sparky, but it's not enough for aimbot. Gonna shoot you in the back. Where's Eric? He's the last player left on this team, and it's all three of Luxury and IT gonna be in here. They're gonna have to find him, and it's gonna make short work of him. Eric down too. That Sia team gone, Joshua.
Guess what we hear on the other side of the map? Though we did hear a res coming out here, so the other player is gonna have a two-player lineup, it seems. Luxury gonna take a good opportunity to get all healed here. Gonna have full HP, full red shields. It's not as stressful once you have that. And obviously, it seems like Jose Daniel and Elber here are gonna have to do absolutely everything to clutch up against a confident Luxury that we've seen today.
They're going to be psyched up on that, and the adrenaline must be pumping, and we have a Phantom. Let's see if the stealth approach is going to do them well. Jose Daniels has been spotted, though, up on that block with the upward slant, giving him that trajectory to throw over the top. And Jose Daniels, all three of them, there's not enough for him, though, and so it's going to be... Is he going to be one of those annoying Phantoms that gets into his invis? I imagine he probably will be. The ultimate tries to come out, but look, he's thrown a Zephy down. A good play from him. He's going to push them back, but is he just denying the inevitable? It looks like it. There we go again, Joshua.
Honestly, it's impressive to see kind of, what you kind of got to do there in those solo moments there. 1v3 there. I mean, you put down the Zephy. I mean, it does almost give away your kind of element of surprise there. It almost kind of locks on whereabouts you could be there. Obviously, in this situation, it's going to seem Luxury taking the advantage there and winning out on that match there. It's kind of interesting to see getting back into the spectator mode there, seeing the, that we've... Even though we finally got it back, there are definitely a couple things that still need to be worked on a little bit there. Obviously, a couple situations of the bombs being a little bit overwhelming there, and the base blasters, as well as a couple of situations I saw where Sia and a couple other players there, it would just make it so that there was no aiming in there. So going to be interesting to see if they can get that fixed. I mean, obviously, this is just a temporary thing here that they've kind of put in for us, but if you see anything that you're kind of like, oh my gosh, what's going on there? At least you have the reassurance that it's probably just Spectator still getting worked on and stuff like that. So,
if you do see it
out from aimbot and Lace.
Yeah, definitely. I was just going to say, if you're on the end of that chat, if you do see anything that looks a bit like, well, that's a bit weird, just pop it in chat. We can let them know, and then obviously they're going to work on it. It's going to make this better for you and your viewing experience, and for us seeing what's going on. So, yeah, just let us know in the chat if you see that. But yeah,
super big shout. Sorry, it should be a big shout in that game to see a Chief with the epic disengage. You disengaged, you got around, killed a guy, got a res off so that Sia team could even be in a fight against Luxury and give Luxury a bit of fight at the end of that game was super impressive. Like, shout out to them. No, aimbot owned that game. We all saw that, but that was a really high level disengage, and the fact that he got out without getting fried by those guys was really impressive to see. And spectator mode was a W from my perspective that game anyways, boys.
No, absolutely. And I mean, in general, I if I'm gonna say there was anything that was like a absolute standout highlight from that game there, it was Sad Boys for Life jumping out from the morph drake there and surprising Luxury completely there with the eliminated shotgun there, managing almost to take out two players completely, and honestly, just interesting and creative play that I honestly didn't expect to see today.
Yeah, the camera angle was in a sort of strange place, so I was sort of looking at it askew, like, what's going on here? And then he just jumped straight out of there, surprised us and them, and it was beautiful to see. Yeah, it's great.
It's funny because I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, this is an odd angle. Like, I don't think I've seen this one before. And then, literally, as soon as he popped out, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. That's how it goes sometimes, though.
Yeah, chat, you were watching that too. What were some of your best moments? Drop them in the chat there. If anything we haven't mentioned, let us know. But Corrupted, is there anyone else who stood out to you there as you was watching on the side there? Just anything else that stood out to you?
No, you got your guys' highlight was the next thing that I would have probably went to go to talk about, but just that whole game, like CU was really rolling. I thought they had a really good flow and they were like really moving good as a team there. Like the CU +1, thought they were going to give Luxury a bit of a run there, and they absolutely did. And it was absolute pleasure to watch. Those two teams definitely displayed like not like competitive knowledge that was a little bit above a lot of the other teams. Sorry, with rotations and just like map knowledge that I saw was nice to see.
It definitely was there. You needed that map knowledge there. I mean, you brought it up there in the game, and it was a stark difference between, as we said, I called them the non-clan tag players and the players that we've seen before. And you can, this is where the learning opportunity, guys, for what you're doing. I mean, Josh, if you want to just speak on that about the rotations and what was sort of wrong with what some of the players were doing there.
In general, I mean, obviously, we did see that the flight path when we started out was very much right-sided there. And when you're playing in a stacked lobby, you gotta kind of know that there's gonna be players just about everywhere. And one of those things that you can kind of do to make it so that you're gonna avoid those situations is that you can try to rotate as early as possible. And obviously there's gonna be people in front of you and around you, and those are gonna be situations that you're gonna probably have to fight your way out of. But getting yourself into zone early is always gonna be quite crucial. And obviously we saw a couple teams getting there early and getting themselves ready. It's kind of one of those things that you're going to get rewarded with just better positioning. You're probably going to get rewarded with finding some kills there as well, because there's still going to be some players that try to make their way over there because it's going to feel a little safer, because there's not going to be as many players there, because they've kind of got that sort of game knowledge themselves there. So it's always kind of interesting to see what you kind of come up with when you rotate to the other side of the map, because it's also going to be completely unlooted, and you'll come out with a lot better gear too.
Definitely will. And from memory, were Luxury already on that side, or were they also in that?
Yep.
I think they were already on that side as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it was them in team 19. That's going to be was Exile, Relax, and Goggulet there. But because that, like I said, you can kind of encounter teams as well who've also got that knowledge there as well, and they were the team that they encountered. So kind of how it goes in some of these lobbies. If you've once again, if you're a top level player, you're kind of making those decisions, but you've also kind of got to think to yourself and be like, okay, what are the players above me also thinking? So it's kind of there's always room to improve, always things you can do. It's honestly quite a good time.
And it's speaking of a good time, go on then, Corrupted. You got something to say? Go for it.
One thing I wanted to point out is if I was playing on a competitive team right now, I would have watched where Sia and Luxury landed the first two games, one of which Luxury has landed at Hydro both games, and probably try to land somewhere away from there early on, like strategy wise.
Yeah.
Instead of landing in a spot where probably a team like that's going to come down. But it's a scrim. It's not like a full competitive kind of the scene, so I kind of understand, but that's just an observation that I was making, and I found myself paying attention to where they were going. You know what I mean? It gives yourself that little bit of information where at least where a team that's probably going to give you problems is going to be if you're paying attention.
One way that maybe people in scrims can actually bring attention to that. I don't know if are they going to be the champion team? Would Luxury be on these scrims, or is that not counting this at all? Or you basically then, because you don't have that knowledge in this, it's just a scrim. Watch out where everyone's going in the capsulas. You'll be able to see where players are landing from that top view. Take a look around. Don't just land anywhere. And you also have those orange markers on your maps. And obviously that's going to help you a lot too. If you're not feeling as confident, you do need to loot up before you get into any of these engagements. That's something that you can do. And yes, we do have a third game that brings me on to, because that's what you'll be able to do in that next game. And the room is up now, and it is cast YouTube at Lister Bungie, and the password is going to be 11111 again, and that's in that spectator mode for you right there now.
Yep, exactly. And obviously been a great experience getting this caster mode back here. It's really nice to just be able to cast and get kind of context on just about everything in a fight. It's really been a great thing to see back.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're biased, aren't we? It's what we love
Oh
to
man,
see.
am I biased? I have been needing this so bad. I will be completely honest. I've been missing these chances to cast with you, and it has been a great time today. So we've got one more game going on here, and I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be just as good as the previous one. So if you haven't already, make sure to join. Just as Lister said there, it's YouTube at Lister Bungies with the lobby name there. The room ID is 1757003. If you didn't catch it there, then you're just going to have to look through the list and find it by the name. Password 11111. Pretty easy on that one there.
Yeah, pretty easy on that one there. I think we've got that's my mod there, jumped himself into the Spectator as well, wants to get in on the action and see what's going on there. I must say as well, actually, that one thing to note as well on the mobile at the moment, it looks like the map is a little bit cluttered. I don't know if that was just a little glitch I was getting there. I'll look at that again on that, something to maybe pass on, because at the moment it was all very tight together, and it wasn't that I was zoomed either, it was just very tight together, so something to pass on.
Cool, good to know. Sounds good. All right, well, I'm gonna be back while we get the lobby sorted and stuff like that. Feel free to handle things how you do.
Will do then. So as Josh goes off there, we'll take you over to the break screen there, and as I said, get yourself into the room there. It's in the custom cast YouTube at Lister Bungie. You can see that, and the password is 11111. And if you missed that, it's in the pinned comments on the chat right now. We'll be right back.
There's no way that the crowd can sit down.
So, will anyone be able to take down Aimbot in this next game with his partner Lace, Luxury? And their third going to be IT again, the team to beat. They've already taken 2 of these. Will it be Player? Will it be Flores? Will it be Hamza? Damio? We've got Unknown in here. We've got 379 in here. Mochek's in here. Pedro's in here. They going to be the team that comes out on top this time. Let's see if we've still got Sia in this room. Looks like they are going to be. Sia's Chief. We've got him. Sia paired up with Rookie is Sleepy and Magic. That's team number 13. We're going to be wanting to look out for them. 54 people in the room now. If you were hoping to get yourself in, you better hurry up. Room details in the top there. Cast YouTube at Lister Bungie. Code is 1111. We'll be starting again shortly.
There's no way that the crowd can sit down.
Okay, guys, the room is closed and now starting up again, and we will be back as soon as that capsulas are here and the game is loads up. Hold tight. We're about to go into game number 3. Three cheers for Spectator mode being back. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hey. You were muted then, guys. You're going to have to do it again. Okay, we're going to pull you some. Come on, guys.
Action. We get back to
Two step, then I bring it right back.
There we go then, guys. Straight back in on it. And I thought that was our cipher from the last round, but it looks like we've got a brand new one.
We're gonna look at the map instead. The map might work. We'll keep trying not to spectate.
And then we have to go back.
Oh, we're back in it.
We got
Back
Tifa
in it for real.
back in it for real, and we know just from that, if you were observant there, you'll know that this Tifa player is about to take someone out as soon as he lands.
Oh boy.
That's what we want to see. Is this going to be the team that this time takes out the dominant luxury? We'll have to wait and see.
We'll see. We're starting off here with squad 4. They're going for that early gold chest there. Getting a little bit of loot there, but they're going to definitely want to play aggressive with that.
One teammate getting it in the back, and Jose gets on top of the roof
pressure.
and just gives a good old spray. We'll move away though to team number 15, who are giving team number 1 a bit of trouble. Lucinda launching into the air to get away, but she's down low, and I have to run here.
Does not look like they got eyes on the last player there as they're rotating out. So, but I think they had ears on it. It does look like Squad 2's already lost a player on their side there. It's just going to be Aimbot and Lace there. Managing to take down a player here in Rocky Zone.
Is this going to be the game that the win streak finally gets put to an end? Aimbot's shield says otherwise.
Yeah, we see Chief here as the player who I believe managed to take out Mighty here. So we're going to see if they can kind of turn this around here. We see Chief already getting into an engagement here with Lace. Taking out the shield.
There he is. He's being spotted from the side, though, and that's going to be the two of them popping. And see as Chief goes down. We have to see where the rest of his team is a little later. We've moved over, though, to Command HQ, and there's quite a few players here. Looks like No Fly is down. Ronin that we're following here. Oh, it looks like 379's giving him a bit of trouble. He comes around the corner.
Trying their absolute best, it seems. There we've got Lara getting taken down by 379 there. Gonna be pushing forward. They're trying to get the last player from Team 20. Gets a little bit of damage, and there we go. Gonna complete this fight here and get Mochak right back into this match.
Lovely, there we go. Pedro in there. Here we go. Go over to Lay. It's non-stop here. That's what we said. That's what we like. Lay in a 1v1 with another May shell. Did well with the Predator assault rifle there. Could have been either there. I think they were equal on shields. Yeah.
Back into this game, they get some HP up there. Decided to take some shields themselves instead of going for the shield swap. But didn't get back to full and have their teammate McLovin join them as well.
Maybe he doesn't know about the shield swap there, Josh, and maybe there's some people in chat who don't either. So would you like to explain what the hell that is?
Yeah, so if you manage to get a kill against just about anyone in the lobby, as long as they've got some shields left there, you'll be able to go onto their body, you can press tab, open up your loot menu there, and you'll see a little shield device there. Depending on the shield level of the player you killed there, it's going to have the amount that they had, or, sorry, excuse me, either the amount that you have, or if they had a shield higher than you, then you'll get a shield that is going to match yours, and then get yours to full, as well as also give you a little bit of bonus HP that lasts temporarily. So if you kill somebody with a red shield and you have purple, you'll get a purple still, but you'll get that little bonus.
That's a great little tactic to use. It looks like a player is going to be needing that, but he's down on the ground. To see you making short work of team number 3. Again, it's the
It did save after getting taken out there earlier in the game by Luxury, so that's good to see.
To see him back up, and he's on the team there with Tifa, as I said, the Tifa rookie, sleepy rookie.
So Unison player there as well. So definitely a team that's going to be one to watch out for in this lobby here. We see 379 getting back in it here, managing to save Pedro and also get Mochak back up again.
For the second time already in this game here. We'll see if that is if something that's going to continue here. Looks like they're going to be on their own up here, and we go over back to Luxury. We saw them earlier at the beginning and doing what they've been doing this whole scrims. Launches into the air. It's not going to get Aimbot off guard though. Ganora has to get back into the building and get shot in the back while she's doing it. As a duck side inside, though. What's Aimbot going to do here? Lingbo is playing as the IT. IT's playing as the Lingbo, sorry. As a character swap, I think.
We see that that with the Zephy coming out, causing a little bit of chaos actually for them, even while they're taking this the sponsor box here. But yeah, as you mentioned, a little bit of a character swap there. They've got 11 kills to their team already, and we get to see 379, who we've seen a couple of times already here. Now deciding to rotate against up against Team 7 here as a 3-stack. Already starting out strong though.
He's already taken them down before, and he's annoyed that they've rezzed themselves back up. Milton, Stream 79 looks like he's going to do that himself. Not even going to wait for Pedro. Pedro lagging behind a little bit. Drives himself right into the middle of them, and it's Nunu who's going to be closest to him. Hunter tries to escape on the zip line, managing to do it. Those weren't led enough, those shots there, Joshua.
Yeah, but thankfully for his teammates, Hunter managed to take enough attention from them so that he could get across the open area there. We see Mighty there trying his absolute best to survive in the open there and doing a great job. Thankfully having two teammates standing around them there. If they see a clone of Freddy there, we can tell, but they can't tell because they can they can't see the name tags like we can.
Yeah, we can see through walls here, and it's not cheating. Hunter did manage to get away though from them, but the pressure is on. He's going to use the recaptuler as a little bit of cover and waits on the high zone for anyone to come up. Is he going to be able to? Pedro seems preoccupied, but it's 379 who's going to get up on the... Doesn't spotted him. Has a chance to shoot him in the back. Only takes down the shield. He didn't finish the job. Oh, a shotgun to the face, Hunter.
Oh man, that shot right there almost took me out in real life there. It felt like 2 quick shots there with the striker shotgun, managing to get, I think, some also a snipe assistance from his teammate. Just all around perfectly timed there. But we've moved over to Danny Best here.
Danny Best is looking like he's going to best the bow. He stood still. Guys, this is not what you don't want to do that when there's someone right in front of you. He's got a bit of movement there. I mean, Josh, if there any tips or pointers for that bow there?
Well, I mean, I think yours pretty much kind of nailed it there. Standing still, definitely not gonna win you a lot of games there. If you're constantly moving, you're gonna be constantly a threat. So, try to get your kind of movement IQ up, because it's definitely one of those things that's gonna benefit you probably almost the most in this game there. Being able to combo slides, being able to combo your movement abilities and stuff like that is always going to be so important. Obviously, you could check out Lister's YouTube video about edge sliding if you're ever looking for a little bit of information on something like that. Ooh,
yeah, there's improved quick. That was very smooth, and I'll take that chance opportunity. If it's your first time here, we do have a lot of tips videos for you, and we could go in depth on a lot of things, and that's improved fast video that's on the channel there if you want to take a look. We've got Subham, who was just laying in wait for team number 5, and he's nearly finished him off. He goes for was the ultimate there, I think it looked like he was about to launch into, was it?
I don't know, the spark effect there might have been his stun grenade there. It's my best guess, but in general, yeah. And when you're in those kind of situations, Bo is kind of one of the few characters that if you're able to get just a short amount of distance between you, you can pop his ultimate, and it does cause a lot of chaos, so it could almost save your life, but obviously you have to be super quick with it, and obviously most players aren't quite as ready for that there. They're going to get themselves a pedal peeper here and maybe get a little bit more information before they rotate now.
Well, they'll see that team number 7's near them. Yeah, there is team number 8 there as well. Who else is on this map? Can we just pull this map up and just get a lay of the land, deciding where they're going to go to?
No, yep, there we go. It was like not wanting to at first. We've got a pretty kind of good overview here right now. You can actually see so many players left alive in this kind of upper right area of the zone. Obviously, we've got Team 5 and Team 2 coming at it here. We saw 379 kind of highlight themselves quite a bit earlier here. And we're going to rotate to ID here, getting in it with Pedro.
Pedro
Ult
is
coming
going
out.
to be inside the ultimate. It's going to slow him down. Tries to cover his tracks with the ultimate. It was a good move, but unfortunately he was already dead. By that point, 379 going to attempt to take out IT, but it goes down 2. There's 1 member left as he got away.
Yeah, we saw a good job of ID there doing everything they can to kind of just take attention away from shooting his own teammate accidentally. Got a little bit surprised there, it seems. Sometimes, you know, you make silly decisions like that. I do that all the time. I'm like paying attention. I'm like, oh my god, and I panic and I shoot my own teammate. Sometimes you gotta do what you can when you're in these situations there. Not looking great for Aiden the King there. Getting a couple connections on there. Oh, but Unison, Sia, and Tifa coming together to hold them in zone on the edge here. Magic getting taken down. Chief getting hurt as well.
This was the team that we thought might break the winning streak, but it could be their streak that's over now. Sia and that Tifa player all used good use of the buddy there, but Luxury Aimbot is very close behind. Sia's Chief gets himself into the building as well. The res is up. It's 3 against 3. The Seppi to blow them back out of the zone. IT, his shield's nearly gone. Uses those.
It turns out that was actually almost enough there, just in itself. Zeppi coming in absolutely here they managed to get their heals off and get themselves into a bit more of a stable situation while also trading back damage. We're gonna see Magic there getting off their shields as well and getting a full heal off. Now there's Mighty here versus Chief. Who's gonna come out on top?
Who is gonna come out on top? It looks like we just switched over there. IT's Chief is down from Lace. And IT does finish him off completely there, and then they're on the back foot. Because we see Tifa has completely run away with Magic, and unfortunately Subham was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That does sort of seem to be how it goes sometimes. We do see Team 13 there with still 2 players left alive there. We see Aimbot trying to close that gap between Magic, but you see the team fire coming together here and doing a great job. Oh gosh, taking the cannon near a player like Aimbot, it's going to be pretty tough there. You get sent in that straight line, but not enough bullets connecting here.
Launches him straight onto the wall, and Magic is within his sights again. Tifa is split with him. He's gone up into, looks like he's in Nova. Magic tries to get the vehicle to get away. Takes down a little of his shield, but I don't know. Let's see if Luxury know that Tifa was in Nova.
It does seem that way. We see Magic getting full HP again here, so still having a chance to get this match back to a kind of situation where you can kind of recover it. They're going to have to get their teammate back up there, potentially going for the res device. It's still in zone, so theoretically still an option, but we still got 6 teams left alive here. 3 full lineups here, and then Solo's kind of just rounding it out to make sure that this lobby can be a little bit more intense there. Those final players can really secure a lot of additional placement, and once we get back to, you know, more stacked tournaments, this is what you got to be able to do. Staying alive is so important in these matches.
It is a massive part of the game now at this point, but oh no, there's Sashia, because Tifa managing to take down 2, and unfortunately goes down after such a valiant effort getting his teammate back into the game, and then the res comes back up for Aimbot's Luxury there. But we do still have Magic, who is alone. Let's see if he is able to get them back in the game there. We came over a little late for that play, but was there anything you saw there in that? As we came over?
In general, it's going to be an interesting situation to see if they can manage to kind of capitalize and get an opportunity to get back in this game here if you're on the Magic side there. Probably going to try to go for a res there. Does seem to be going for that there. But this Bo coming in and almost sabotaging them completely here. You do see Magic here potentially trying to get some loot, maybe find a Buzzy, maybe find some sort of opportunity here to get some teammates back into this match.
Swatted him away like a fly. It was a bit of a nuisance, as you said. He's got 2 teammates. He needs to get back in the game. A stepping sign. It gets brushed away too by IT. Is it IT or Mighty? Am I saying that right?
I've said both. IT probably makes more sense there. But it looks kind of Mighty at the same time. I don't know. I sort of feel like the 2 ones kind of emish. I could be wrong.
Could be. Lace there gets himself 2 kills as we see IT or Mighty joins the team, and it's Aiden the King who got away earlier. Not going to get away this time though. Rolled over by Luxury.
Last player on Team 13. Where are they? Oh, over there. It's Magic. Still a player that can be a threat here. Gonna be interesting to see if they can pull anything off there. Might have buzzied. It does seem like they have. It's gonna be a situation. We're gonna have also the Tifa player left here. That's gonna have full red shields here. Has 6 kills out of the 12 on their lineup here. So still definitely a big threat here, and a little bit of loot and attachments here to try to make this even closer.
The two, Tifa, the white one, you want to have got back up for this engagement here as the circle does come around. And look on the prowl, Luxury. Is that what I think it is, Josh?
Yeah, we've got a Storm Empress coming out there. It's causing a little bit more chaos for the opposing, or the team that used it there. A little bit funny there. We're gonna actually see Magic drop a couple buddies here for the Tifa player, but the Arbiter coming out there and finishing him in one shot. He didn't even get a standing chance there. And Magic also getting taken out there. What a tragic way for it to end there. Just the Arbiter shot coming and just removing Magic from the lobby there.
They just had their eyes on the Storm Empress. They weren't looking on that flank, and just like you said, Tifa had no chance of any. Didn't even see him there. He was just about to shout it, and he was dead. He was on the floor. Well done there again, Luxury. That's a back to back to back. That's 3 for 3.
Yeah, in general, you can't really go too wrong there in those situations. In a 3v2 situation there, the one good thing about being taken by the Storm Empress in that situation is it does let you get that redeploy there. So you're going to get that ability to kind of scout out where the enemy players might be. And obviously in this situation, they've clearly got the angle there to find them, and they dive on in, and they just do what they need to do.
Oh, we've got a correction there from chat. Apparently, I responded, but no ammo. I wasn't going to do anything there from the Tifa player there at the end.
No, that's how it goes there. Either way, 30 kills coming out from Luxury and Co. here. We got ID there as well. Managing to do a great job. 4,800 damage, 3,300 damage, and 1,800 combined there. Could be wrong there, but pretty close to 10,000 damage amongst their team. Probably taking out a good portion of the lobby there as well. You're probably not going to be seeing many teams with above 10 kills there. If anything, it's probably just going to be 1, 2, or 3 teams with maybe close to that.
Oh, I don't know if that's. I don't know why that's happened there. If you look at the second there, we see that Rookie isn't even displayed there as a 3. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if that's something there's
maybe
to go over, but
left the game too early or something like that. I don't really know. Definitely an odd one. Right
the Arbiter fired him right out of the game.
It took him out completely. That's crazy. I guess that happens there, but yeah, it does seem like a good majority of the lobby there. 379, also a player that we saw stand out there. But yeah, Squad 13, Squad 2, definitely kind of the highlights of this game. Doing a great job, put down pressure, just being forces to reckon with, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely was. Not as frantic that game. Not as many people did land on top of each other, and you saw a good use of the vehicles there from Luxury, who not really they didn't really feel any fear. Didn't look like it anyway. The way that they were moving around and splitting teams up, that was unfortunately there for Squad 13's. I think that was their downfall there when they did sort of get split, and there was no way for them to get back in, and they jumped right back on when Rookie had got back in his teammate there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting to see kind of the differences in the matches there. Obviously, a very kind of different sort of game style for that one there. The zone coming to be a little bit more central and not as just in a different area opposing to where the flight path was there. So a lot of teams a little bit more central when the zone popped there, and just made it for a little bit more of a less intense game there, which is definitely something that you kind of like to see in some situations. But obviously for players like Luxury, they can kind of just still take advantage of that and just farm as many kills as possible there. So honestly, just a great showing from everyone today there. We obviously got quite a few standout plays there all around, and it's just been a great day of games, and I'm hoping that we can do this again soon. Obviously, getting this access to spectator mode is a blessing.
Certainly is. I mean, as you say about doing this again, are we still on for next week? Is that can we confirm?
I won't confirm to it 100% right away. Ooh. I know there is work stuff and all this kind of shenanigans that might be going on with the Christmas season. So
Of
I don't want to say
course.
100% right away, but I'm hoping so. I'm definitely hoping so. So make sure you guys are, if you haven't already, subscribe to Lister. Make sure you're here, get casted, show off a little bit. If you're playing Farlight, you might as well show off.
Yeah, show off a little. We love to see it. We're down for it. We'll be here screaming your name and showing your plays and really bringing your attention to it. And Josh, if you want to drop down, of course, the Legend Scrims Discord as well for any notifications for when we do any scrims and things like that. There's some scrims that happen and then they're not live, and that's where you need to go to find out about those. And I think that pretty much finishes us up here then, Josh. I think that's all 3 games. If there's anything else you wanted to say.
No, I think that's more or less so it. Kind of just in general, make sure you guys are continuing to practice there. Hopefully we get some more events coming up soon, and when if those come around there, make sure you participate, make sure that you're showing yourself off in the regions that you play. Obviously in general, Farlight is still seeming to be in a little bit of a beta phase, still an extended beta phase at this point here, but things do seem to be working towards a good future here. And obviously we did get to see the plan that they've kind of got for the future there on Twitter more recently. And while it's not something that we probably have the time to talk about today, it's definitely something very exciting here.
Yeah. I mean, Josh, are we getting the jetpacks back maybe? Is that what you got from that too?
I don't know. It does sort of seem to be that they might be introducing some sort of interesting return of the old kind of game style. Obviously, depending on how things go with that there, we're going to be kind of adapting to whatever is the kind of more popular format for the game there for tournaments and stuff like that. If that is kind of what they're planning. But in terms of how we adapt to that. In general, we still love this current, stage of the game. So I don't think we'll be completely, completely swapping over if that is the case. Obviously, jetpacks are beloved by the community, beloved by many, and obviously beloved by myself as well. There is still a lot of hero expression in this kind of newer version of the game, and I really do enjoy that. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of how the community sort of receives both versions of the game, if that is what they are looking to do.
Yeah, and any updates that do come, we might drop a video on it or such. Corrupted's been here as well. It's been good to have you back here, Corrupted, if you're still there. It's obviously been great to have you here.
Still
he
here.
is.
I just feeling a little bit slow listening to you guys cast the action, so I had to kind of leave it to you guys. I definitely need to maybe hone up a little bit and not feel like I'm maybe like 2 breaths behind. You guys are real keen, and it was real nice. It's nice. This was something that was so much fun, and I'm with you guys on the what their version of classic Farlight is the question that everybody will be asking, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
could it might not even be the jetpacks. It might be something else that they might even go back to when the guns all had abilities, and it's way back. It might not even be with the jetpack. I doubt it, but it could be.
Yeah, and I mean, the good thing is that we get to see, at least it's currently planned for the first half of the year. Obviously, we're going to get a new map, a new hero, a new buddy, some art upgrades, old hero revamps. You can't really go too wrong. And that's just in the first half of the year. And I'm sure they're probably going to expand on what they're planning for the second half of the year as they get closer.
I love that we started off by saying we're probably not going to be able to go into it, and we've actually just got into a little conversation about that there. But anyway, chat, it's been great to see you all in there getting involved in the games there. And as Josh said, we'll potentially have games next week as well, and we'll be keeping you all updated with everything going on there. So it's goodbye from me.
Thank you guys.
Later.
I'll
Much
see
love,
you
everyone.
next time.
Definitely.